nearly the whole country has been told to stay home in order to avoid catching and spreading the coronavirus. That means no going to work, no going to school, and no leaving the house, unless it's absolutely necessary. Even if you enjoyed the break from your usual routine initially, it's likely you're starting to get a little bored at home now. The obvious solution is to queue up some Facts First videos. We got enough videos to keep you entertained for weeks. But maybe you're looking to change things up a little. Well, you still came to the right place. We've created a list of 15 fun activities that you can do at home. Plus, you can do every single one of these activities without putting yourself at risk of infection or violating stay-at-home orders. Facts First presents What to Do at Home During Quarantine. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Quarantine is better with Facts First. First, Netflix. It's a treasure trove of entertainment. If you're looking for something to do, try catching up on some of the year's biggest movies and television shows. One of the hottest Netflix series right now is called Tiger King. If you haven't seen it, it is a must-watch. And if you have seen it, be sure to check out the video we made recently about all the juicy details that were left out of the show. Now, if you don't have Netflix, there are still plenty of other streaming options. Disney Plus offers a huge amount of family-friendly content. Even the box office is getting in on the action. People aren't going to movie theaters nowadays because of the quarantine, so you can purchase the newest movie release on various streaming platforms. Now, video games are a great way to pass the time too, and they're a great way to connect with other people near and far. You can social distance without being antisocial. With the casual and easy-to-play video games today, there's never been a better time for new players to get in on the fun. Games like Jackbox are available on nearly every system. This game allows players to use their phone for a variety of fun games and competitions. It's perfect for big groups and those inexperienced in video games. Another popular option is Animal Crossing: New Horizons. In this game, you get to build a town from scratch while making friends with charming animal townsfolk. If you're missing social interaction, you can even visit the town of a friend who also has the game. The best part is all of these games are available digitally online. You won't even have to leave the house to get them. My personal favorite, which is also downloadable for free, is Best Fiends. Check it out. Maybe you're spending too much time in front of a screen, though. Well, in that case, maybe you want to go old school. Consider playing some card games or board games. It's a great way to spend some quality time with friends and family. That is, unless you play a game like Monopoly, because Monopoly never ends well. Did you know there are 40 card games you can play with just a single deck of cards? There are even card games you can play by yourself. That's why a deck of cards is essential for any household, quarantine or not. Speaking of going old school, puzzles. It's a calm activity that can provide hours of entertainment depending on how serious you want to get. You can get a puzzle with just 100 pieces, or for more of a challenge, you can get a puzzle with 1,000 pieces or more. Plus, there's evidence that puzzles are good for you. Studies show puzzles activate your entire brain, maintaining healthy brain function, which is something that you want to do while staying home in quarantine. Keep that brain working. Now, if you're not interested in puzzles, try building something with Legos or taking on similar projects. They're all related activities that can stimulate the brain and give a sense of accomplishment. You know, there's so many different types of art, it's easy for everybody to find a style that fits their interests, something you can do at home. You can paint, draw, color, even do pottery. It makes an excellent activity for all ages. Plus, if you make something that looks great, you can display it in your home. Now, if you're looking for a little inspiration, there are several museums offering virtual tours of their exhibits online. That might be the perfect alternative if you feel that you're not artistically inclined. Just go take in a museum in front of your computer. Or you can read. Yeah, that's still a thing. If you're bored, you might want to pick up a book and just do some reading. It's a great activity for quarantine because it's quiet and relaxing, and you can do it anywhere. There is nothing better than kicking back with a good book and enjoying a nice breeze outdoors. Of course, there are plenty of people who don't like to read. Luckily, audiobooks are more accessible than ever. Just download your favorite story and enjoy all the fun parts of reading without actually having to do it yourself. In fact, yours truly, I narrate audiobooks. You can find a list of them at WeirdDarkness.com. Now, you're stuck inside. How about taking that time and doing something constructive with it, like learning to play an instrument. If you got a dusty instrument stored away in the closet, now would be a great time to pull it out and finally get around to learning how to play it. Playing an instrument can be a great opportunity to relax and unwind, but it can also be a great activity to do with friends and family, in quarantine or not. Whether you're writing new music or jamming to your favorite songs, your quarantine will be well spent. If you think you got the chops, maybe create the next viral coronavirus song. There's plenty of other people getting noticed with creative parodies about the pandemic. Or maybe not instruments, but just learn a new skill. Being stuck at home, it's still a perfect time to learn, no matter what you're learning. You can take a masterclass online about just about any subject. There are tons of schools offering free online courses. There are even iPhone apps for learning foreign languages. Whatever you're interested in, now is a great time to master it and add it to your resume. Now, who says you have to have a full gym in order to get a good workout? Exercising can still be done in quarantine. Now's the perfect time to focus on your health goals and follow a consistent exercise plan. You don't even need equipment. There are dozens of exercise programs out there that can whip you into shape from your living room. Exercise is also one of the best ways to manage stress and improve your overall well-being. You'll sleep better, you'll feel healthier, and you'll feel much less guilty about spending the rest of the day watching Netflix. Or maybe you like to spend time in the kitchen. The food options currently available are almost exclusively delivery and takeout restaurants. That means if you want a beautiful Instagram-worthy meal, you're going to have to make that yourself. But it doesn't have to be a hard thing to do. You can find video tutorials and recipes for anything you can imagine online. It might be the perfect opportunity to try a new recipe or to make a sweet treat for your special someone, or just for you. Well, now that we're all spending more time at home, probably for the foreseeable future, it might be a great time to adopt a new pet. Whether you're a cat person or a dog person, you'll have all the time you need to get your new friends situated and acclimated to your household. You might even have enough time to teach them tricks. Plus, a lot of animal shelters, they're struggling right now to provide for their animals because of our economy. By adopting a pet now, you're actually saving an animal's life. Now's also a good time to daydream, plan a vacation. It's certainly a terrible time to be traveling right now, but that doesn't mean you can't plan for your next adventure when it is okay to do so. It's clear this pandemic has hit the travel industry hard. On the bright side, that means travel expenses are going to be a lot more affordable over the next several months. You'll probably want to hold off on planning anything for the near future, but it might be the best time ever to plan for your vacation for 2021. If you've ever had dreams of being a bartender, now is the time to prove it. Bars and clubs are closed in most states, and the only place to have a drink is at home. While you could stick to beer, wine, or a number of basic cocktails, that's boring. This is the perfect time to refine your skills a little further. I'm talking shakers, stirrers, muddlers, all the garnishes. Get some fancy ice cube molds delivered to your house while you're at it. By the time we get through this pandemic, you'll be able to open a bar of your own. And just because we're social distancing, that doesn't mean we have to be isolated. Now is the perfect time to call up an old friend and see how they're doing. With FaceTime, Google Hangouts, and plenty of other video chatting options, you might find that you're feeling more connected than ever. And finally, self-care. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Even if we're not leaving the house, it can still be pretty stressful. Since our social activities are greatly limited, it's a good time to focus on yourself and practice self-care. Some of the activities I mentioned here, they're a great way to spend time with yourself and relax. You might want to focus on skincare or hair care to pamper yourself. You might want to meditate or do yoga to relieve stress. The most important thing is that you find time to do something that you enjoy doing. Keeping yourself happy, healthy, and entertained – that's the best strategy for getting through this unusual time. What are you doing for fun while staying at home? Me? I'm working on the brand new Facts First podcast. You probably didn't even know it was out there, did you? Let us know what you're doing for fun at home by leaving a comment below. And remember, subscribe to Facts First for more videos and endless entertainment.